Greetings friends, Steven here, and welcome to my backlog video. Oh boy, so a little known fact, I like to collect video games. I've got, 23 Gamer Hall episodes that I've uploaded now. That's a fair number of video games. And Steph's Too Deaf, I've actually got her YouTube channel loaded up right there, recently asked us, the YouTube viewers, what our own backlog games were. And yeah, I've got a few games I can share with you guys. To make things go by a bit faster, I decided I would only touch on games that I've started but haven't finished. And I've narrowed it down to just a few systems, namely PS3, Nintendo DS, and Nintendo 3DS. So let's get to it. First off, just for fun, I thought I'd show you a couple games I'm currently playing. PS3, I've got Skylanders Giants again. I recently uploaded a video about the Skylander Giant Sidekick toys, which finally arrived in Canada. And collecting that actually got me back into the game a bit. I've been trying to get all the achievements because the game itself is pretty easy. You're pretty much done with it in a few sittings. But I've been playing the new like Nightmare difficulty mode, and it does provide a fair difficulty. And for the DS, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Soul Silver. Yeah, I'm getting back into the Pokemon game, go figure. I really like that it has the feature where the Pokemons will be walking behind you in the game, and of course I love the Poke Walker, which I also did a video for on my channel here. So, those I'm playing, but let's start to talk about some of the things that I've put in the backlog. Games I started but just haven't gotten around to it. Actually, this is the only game here that I haven't started, but I really want to start. It's Children of Mana for the Nintendo DS, because I love Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo, and this looks an awful lot like it, and I really want to start it up. But like I said, I've been playing Pokemon, trying to focus my efforts on Pokemon, so this is a lengthy game to say the least. So this has been put on the back burner. Now we'll follow that up with a couple Dragon Quest games. Now actually on Twitter I was telling Steph that no, that was on her YouTube channel, rather. I was telling her that she was saying that one of her backlog games was Dragon Quest V, which is easily one of my most beloved RPGs. But for whatever reason, I just didn't feel the same about Dragon Quest VI Realms of Revelation. I don't know how far I'm in this game. Probably not too far, but I got a fair way. But I don't know, I just lost interest in this one, because I loved 4 and I loved 5. 6, just I don't know. So, backlog. I'll get around to it at some point. Hopefully. Maybe. And also in the Dragon Quest universe, we have Dragon Quest Monsters 2 Joker. And that one right there. I even, off of eBay, I bought the strategy guide. Just because I really wanted to get through this. Obviously, like, I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan. And I was really getting into this until Pokemon, man. These two are very similar games. In fact, the latest Pokemon coming out actually looks like it's going to be taking a lot of ideas from this game. Great game, highly recommended. Do find a strategy guide for it, because there's a lot to learn about it. But, backlogged. What can I say? Alright, so let's move on to some 3DS games. There's a couple here I'm sort of playing. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep them or not. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I need to play them more. Starting with Kid Icarus Uprising. People are saying it's one of the best 3DS games ever. I just don't see it that way. I'm trying to find out what people like about it. I don't know, it's not resonating with me, and that bugs me. I'm playing through it. I'm trying to figure out what it is people like about it. I just don't get it yet. I'm still, controls are weird now. Whatever, backlog. And also Paper Mario Sticker Star. I've never been the biggest Paper Mario fan. I liked Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo, but this one, I don't know, it just doesn't click with me. It's, I don't know. I really want to like this a lot more than I do, so, I don't know, backlog. It's a lot of backtracking. Why is there so much backtracking? And you have to find the specific sticker item to use in a specific area. Just, whatever, backlog. And next up, this was actually a game she had mentioned on her top 10 games or something to that extent. It is Fire Emblem Awakening. Once again, one of the best 3DS games around, they say. I quite like it. I don't know. There's actually I married was it Lon Q and Sully, and then Sully died shortly after, and then my heart was broken. So cool game, highly recommended. I just I don't know, it just kind of lost the strategy vibe. I don't know. Next up, a game that just came out on current gen systems. It is Resident Evil Revelations. I'm pretty close, I think, to beating it, and I quite like this game as well. Unlike Kid Icarus here, I actually do like the controls on this one. But I don't know, just I don't know. I got to some lab in one of the boats, whatever, and I just stopped. I don't know. I'll get back to it, hopefully. Backlog. And the last one for my 3DS games here is a game I sort of just mentioned on the PS3. It is Skylanders Giants, this time the 3DS version. I don't know, I just don't like it as much as the Spyro's Adventure 3DS game. It just, I don't know, it's just that same feeling every time. Like, you just get some point and you just, I don't know, you lose interest, you get distracted by other games. And I think we can all agree that there's a lot of games to distract us these days. So it's not bad, it's just backlog. Alrighty, actually, just since I have my 3DS here, I'll throw in one more game. It is Crimson Shroud. I played it a little bit. I liked what I saw. I thought it was a really neat idea, but I don't know. I stopped. Backlog. I just want to point out while I've got it up here, Starship Dammery. Great game made by sort of the same people. It's part of that same like Japanese trio of games. And yeah, Starship Dammery, great game, highly recommended. I played it, I beat it. So yeah, definitely check that one out. And now let's talk about some PS3 games. I will start off with, it's jumping right at me. It's a Dead Space 2 limited edition. Oh, this one comes with the Wii game. That's awesome. I like that Wii game. That's also on the back burner, but you know, I don't even have my Wii hooked up, so we're not going to get into that. But yeah, Dead Space 2, I started it. I barely started it. Yeah, it's definitely on the, I'll get to it eventually, but I liked what I saw. Yeah, it was cool. It's maybe not as good as the first one, but you know, I've heard that enough times anyways, right? I'm sure it's better than Dead Space 3. Next one up, continuing with the like the Skylanders sort of vibe, we've got Disney Universe. Same idea, Skylanders, just little creature dudes running around in this, of course, Disney themed levels, getting special outfits, beating down enemies and all that. It's okay, but it's somehow it's more kiddie than the Skylander games are, and I guess it doesn't have the figures, so it doesn't have the same draw to it. It's not a bad game, but I don't know. I got a few levels in. I stopped. Backlog. Next up, Sonic Generations. Once again, I started it. I played a few levels. I hate how they keep forcing you to do that weird slide. You know when you're running crazy loop-de-loops, and then it'll be like, quick push R, and you're like, what? And then you walk into a wall, and then the whole thing stops because you didn't slide in time. I hate that. They never should have added that. And I don't know, the 2D, like the old school Sonic levels, jumping just feels, I don't know, not quite right. I don't know. We'll get around to it probably, maybe, someday. Backlog. Next up, a game I really want to play this one and beat it and see the rest of it. It is Shadows of the Damned. This is a game by a Grasshopper manufacturer. I think this came out just shortly before Lollipop Chainsaw did. For some reason, I kind of hated Lollipop Chainsaw, but I beat it. And this one I liked, but I stopped playing. Go figure, right? Very cool game. It's got that sort of Resident Evil 4 kind of controls and camera angles and all that. Great music, fun characters, great locales. Just, I don't know, just stopped. There's even an Evil Dead, the cabin from Evil Dead is in this game. It's very cool. I recommend this one. Next up, I recently picked up Fear 3 or Fear, however they want to spell it and title it, whatever. Not too long ago I got for like $5. I got Fear 2, and I started it. I like the scares, but the shooting in between is just so very repetitive. I want to see it through to the end. I didn't even get to the mech suits. I know there's mech suits, but I don't know. We'll get around to it at some point. Fear 2, Backlog, PS3. Only a couple games left. And by that I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. We got Dead Island Game of the Year Edition. Fun game, but I never played it multiplayer. I think I'm missing out because I haven't done that. It is a fun game. There's really little penalty to dying in the game. It's almost kind of reminds me of like an arcade game. It's fun. I got to this the town. And I didn't like the town as much because I liked that the resort was actually like in a resort area, like beaches, trees, and all that. And I liked that that kind of background and scenery. But then I got to this, the town is just somehow less interesting to me, and yeah, kind of lost interest. And those sewers, ugh, sewer levels so boring. Backlog. Next up, sequel to the PC game, which I think is in here. It is Alice Madness Returns. This is, yeah, American McGee's Alice was the original one. And this is the sequel. Once again, I liked what I saw. I just stopped playing it for whatever reason. I really liked, like, the very old-timey London that you start off in. And then, you're back in Wonderland and everything's very cool looking. Somehow, just, like, I beat the first one. This one, I don't know. It looks good, plays well. It's just, I don't know. Backlog. Next up. Bit older now. We've got the Prince of Persia reboot. People didn't like it so much because you couldn't die or whatever. That's fine. Once again, I liked what I saw. It was like a more colorful Shadow of the Colossus, but I didn't get too far in it. It's not a bad game. It's certainly like I started like, and I will get around to it, but I don't know. It's further down the list. I've never been the biggest Prince of Persia fan, anyway, so whatever. And next up, Bionic Commando. This game gets a lot of flack, but it's not bad. I enjoy the swinging. The story is kind of pointless, but just the core gameplay is fun, I found. But of course, story is important, and if I'm not a big fan of the story, I'm probably not going to play the game. So, Backlog, it's not bad. I would say try it before you judge it. People judge games too quickly these days. Probably because you don't want to have a huge freaking pile of games like I do. And then you always wonder, when will I ever play that game, and who knows if I ever will. And second last game, Bioshock 2. Of course, Bioshock Infinite just came out. I wanted to beat this first before I ever started Bioshock 3. I'm guessing you don't even need to play this one to enjoy Infinite, whatever, but I would like to play it, and I would like to get through it. I started it, once again, just lost interest. Didn't have the same kind of sense of discovery, I guess, from the first Bioshock. And so, Backlog. And my last game. I love the 2D side-scrolling games, but for whatever reason, I just stopped playing Rayman Origins. I don't know, it looks great, plays great, fun music. Just got backlogged. Alright. Well, I have a crazy stack of games on my couch here, so I'm going to end it now. So, thanks so much for watching. Big shout out to Steph's 2Def. I love your channel and reading your tweets on Twitter and all that. So thanks for watching. Feel free to check out any of the videos I've uploaded to my own channel here if you like. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.